Yeah, okay, y'all, we're all ready.
Hey everyone, my name is Andrew, as a lot of you know. And as everybody is pretty much aware of, the semester's coming closer to the end, and our finals are coming up. So we're collecting all of our class notes, all of our finals that we didn't study for, all of our term papers, our school newspapers, any print stock papers we did, and even our scrap paper. And what do we do with it? Well, your class is over, you're never going to need the information ever again, so you just throw it away. Well, I'd like to tell you about an alternative for throwing it away, and that's recycling. Did you know that the average college student uses over 320 pounds of paper per year? For the next few minutes, I'd like to tell you about my few main points, which are what happens when we don't recycle, what recycling can do for us, and the famous reduce, reuse, recycle. Okay, so let's imagine that we don't recycle. Americans use 2.5 million plastic bottles per hour. That's 400,000 bottles per minute. According to the recyclingrevolution.com, rainforests are being cut down at a rate of 100 acres per minute. Recycling just 1 ton of paper would save 17 trees in the rainforest. So we know college kids use a lot of paper and a lot of plastic bottles, but we also use a lot of cans. While surfing on the Recycling Revolution website, I found out that we use over 80 billion cans per year, which is 1,500 cans per second. Let's think about it in terms of energy. The amount of energy wasted from all the aluminum cans not recycled just in 2006 would be sufficient to supply the total energy needs of 1.8 million American homes for a year. I have a can counter at the very bottom of this. And at the top here, you can see the number of cans and bottles that have been landfilled or littered just so far this year, and that's a pretty big number. And it counts pretty fast, as you can see. Okay, so let's say that everything that we get and everything that we use just goes straight to the landfill and we don't recycle any of it, which is pretty much what happens anyway. It takes 80 to 100 years for an aluminum can to stay in a landfill before it decomposes. It takes 700 years for a plastic bottle to decompose in a landfill, and it takes 1 million years for a glass bottle to decompose. So now you know what happens when you don't recycle, but what are the benefits of recycling? With recycling programs, we are saving energy, reducing pollution, conserving resources, and making jobs. One of the things that help us with recycling is reducing global warming. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, which is a major contribution to global warming. Making new products produces 95% more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere than recycling. So basically, in terms of just how it is, more recycling equals more trees, which equals less carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which reduces global warming. So our economy is bad, which we all know, and jobs are a big deal. Well, recycling creates 4 jobs for every 1 job created in the waste management and disposal industries. If you're still not convinced, you personally can get paid for recycling. If you just turn in your recycling, you can get paid for recycling your trash. Just in Greensboro alone, there are 17 locations where you can take your trash or your recycling and get money for it. My last main point is the reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce means just preventing the waste that we already do, which is considering our usage. Reuse means using our products over and over again, like a steel water bottle as opposed to plastic, and carrying totes rather than plastic bags at the grocery store. Reusing is using our products repetitively. Recycling is turning a waste into a resource by recycling cans, bottles, papers, and beyond. So you're aware of what my 3 main points are. What happens when we don't recycle, what the benefits are, and what it can do for us. So you may just be thinking that I'm some hippie standing in front of you trying to help you organize your trash. But in the long run, I think it'd all be better if we were all hippies.